Hello, Reno.
Hello, Reno.
For a second, I didn't think you were coming out. There was like just a slight delay where I thought
Yeah, because I was engrossed in your introduction on the screen back there, and then realized I had to sprint across the room to get here.
I have to say, I'm going to put that on my resume, that Karen was engrossed in my introduction.
You really were.
That is a blurb. I like that. Let's go ahead and take some questions, because I see some really cute kids over here. This guy with a hat. Hi there. You want to ask a question?
Hi.
What was your reaction to leaving the doctor?
Solid question.
Solid question. My immediate reaction was denial. I was like, this isn't real. I didn't read the script for a good 2 weeks after I received it because I didn't want it to be real. And then when I read it, I burst into tears. I was really sad. It was so sad to say goodbye to that character. It really was.
What was your reaction, young sir?
I felt sad.
Me too. Sorry.
Thanks a lot, Karen.
Making children cry.
I am. That's what I do. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to know, what do you think was the biggest difference from being on the set of TV shows like Doctor Who and Selfie, or being on the set of Oculus and Guardians of the Galaxy?
TV and film are quite different. The difference between, Doctor Who and Guardians of the Galaxy were kind of similar because they're both sci-fi shows. So when I walked onto the set of Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, I want a spaceship. I've got this. I know what I'm doing. But the big difference was it was maybe like 20 times bigger. It's just the scale of everything in movies is bigger.
Yeah. Well, actually, kind of expanding on that, going from the set in Wales for Doctor Who and doing an episodic show to LA for Selfie, what was the differences between those two environments? LA, sitcom versus sci-fi in Wales?
It was colder in Wales. It was real cold there.
Yeah.
It was, and you know, essentially the job was the same. I mean, I was doing the same job. It was just like, we would take 5 days to shoot an episode of Selfie, and it was just kind of like fun and light jokes all the time. Whereas on Doctor Who, it was life or death situations every single day.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Life or death. It's good times, yeah. Hi there.
I was wondering, with all the shows you've been on and movies, which one was your favorite?
Oh, tough question, but I think it will always have a special place in my heart. It's Doctor Who. I don't think anything's going to be quite as fun as working on that TV show.
Yeah. Hi there.
Hey, how was it like working with Katee Sackhoff on Oculus?
Katie's the best. She was such an inspiration to me because she worked on Battlestar Galactica and then transitioned into other things and other films. So I was like, oh, I want to be like you. and yeah, she's amazing, and she's just so great with the physical stuff. I was just in awe, in all honesty.
Thank you.
Actually, and Guardians of the Galaxy is available now for streaming. That you can go check it out, and the DVD I think hits soon.
Don't know.
Soon. Don't worry. But I mean, of course, you have this great rapport with Zoe Saldana and that. Do you think we're in a time where there's a lot of respect for women in the genre, where before maybe there was less so, like women actors?
I mean, yeah, I definitely feel like the female characters are getting stronger and stronger, and Zoe Saldana in particular is really kind of making that happen. I mean,
Yeah.
She's in a lot of sci-fi stuff, playing amazing female roles, and actually, we filmed a scene for Guardians that ended up being cut from the film, but it's on the DVD in the extras, where we have a conversation with each other that's not about a man, and that's a big test in a film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's actually, you can see that clip online. They did release that.
Yeah.
It's a nice interaction between you two as sisters. It almost suggests, and I know there's nothing you can really say about Guardians 2, but it almost suggests that there's these layers underneath your character, that she's bad, but she may not be all evil. Do you?
Well, because I played her, I felt like her lawyer. I was like, yeah, but she's bad for a reason. She has a very valid reason for being so mean. And I think she does, and I think we're definitely going to explore that in the future.
Yeah, cool. Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Well, I'm co-host of a Doctor Who podcast, and I gotta say,
cool.
I can speak for the entire podcast and say we still miss Amy.
Aw, Aw,
We would love
thanks,
for
guys.
we would love for her to somehow come back via some timey-wimey or
That would be
something
really
like that.
cool. Yeah.
But
I didn't even hear what that said.
Cyber Amy!
A cyber Amy?
Cyber?
no.
I can't even picture.
Is this something like a Cyberman / Amy? Like,
I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah. I can't even picture you as a cyber person.
I know. I'm like seeing half of my head and half of a cyber head
Yeah.
with just my lips.
Yeah. But wait, so what's your question?
Okay, but
Sorry, I got lost on that for a second. I'm like, oh, like ponder that. How about that?
the question is actually Guardians of the Galaxy related and kind of ties back to what was last going on in this room. For the sequel, would you want to have a fight scene between you and Michael Rooker? And if you did, who do you think would win?
He has that little spear thing that casually floats around. But I do have like a bionic arm. So I'm gonna say yes, I will take him on, and yes, I'll probably beat him.
You know who wins in that scenario? The color blue. There's just like a lot of blue. So I say blue, yeah. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
So if you had to leave Earth, what are some songs you would put on your own awesome mix?
That's a great
Good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for That's Life by Frank Sinatra.
All right.
I feel like these are songs that sum everything up. No Regrets, Edith Piaf, that French song.
All right.
And maybe a Spice Girls track. Who do you think you are? Or and what else? And then maybe just like a bit of Britney Spears.
I was gonna say I would expect Britney Spears from you.
Yeah, it has to be.
Has to be, yeah. If you were going to introduce, now I'm getting super deep. If you're going to introduce Earth culture to an alien species via one song, what would that song be?
I think that would have to be Britney Spears again. I think I'm gonna go for her very popular one, Baby One More Time. And I'll just be like, this is what we listen to as humans.
Just give us, yeah, this is us, this is humans, yeah. Hi there. Someone's not a Britney Spears fan over there. We're getting hecklers for Britney Spears.
Don't leave me with this job, I will ruin us.
Nothing worse, could be Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus.
This is when the con took a dark turn, I'm sorry. We can all love Britney Spears and Doctor Who at once. Yes, ma'am.
What was it like acting when everything you were acting to was going to be added in with special effects later?
Good question. It's really weird. Imagine that you were told that this is the most deadly monster in the world and it's doing this. Basically, you have to react and move around and watch it. And that's what it's like, apart from it's usually a tennis ball on a stick. It's weird.
Did you have different levels of terrified faces?
Oh yeah, like I think I mastered all of the levels of terrified through working on Doctor Who. Because we had to be terrified so consistently.
Yeah.
But you don't want to peak too early or give anything like too much weight when the bigger monster is coming. So you need to get the scale down.
All right. Hi.
What's your opinion of Peter Capaldi as the Doctor?
I think he's great. I really do. I mean, I'm totally biased and think that... I'm biased and I will always see Matt Smith as the Doctor, but I think Capaldi's doing a really good job. I think it was a really good choice going with him. He was different to Matt. He's older, which is cool, and he's Scottish, which is even cooler.
Hi there.
What's your favorite quote from Doctor Who?
I think one of my favorite lines was the one that maybe, okay, this is a test for you guys. How knowledgeable are you? What did I say to the younger version of myself when the Pandorica opened?
Do you know, young lady?
Does anybody know?
She gets a first crack at it.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Ah, see, now we've turned the tables on you. This is how it works.
Well, because I can't remember. Yes, somebody just got it.
Wait, say it again.
He
What?
says, okay, kids, this is where it gets complicated. It's the answer. You all failed.
We're so disappointed in you, Reno.
I mean,
We broke the con. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay. Hi.
Hi there.
Great costume.
Thank you. You're one of my favorite. You played one of my favorite companions ever, and I just want to say that I miss you a lot. On the
thank
show.
you so much. Thank you.
What's your favorite track on Awesome Mix Volume 1?
It has to be Hooked on a Feeling. That's the best track on there. And it's used so well in the film.
Was there a lot of dancing on set of Guardians?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was dancing around quite a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's a random question, but it's valid. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
You, on Doctor Who, you are awesome. You are
Thank you.
one of my favorite companions. And, what was your favorite episode on Doctor Who?
My favorite episodes. It has to be the 11th hour, because everything was new. And I just think that episode was particularly special and magical, and I thought my cousin, who played the little Amy Pond, Amelia, was amazing. And I was like, thank you for making everyone like this character before I even get on screen.
Yeah, she really did lay the groundwork.
Oh yeah, like she did all the work, and then I would just like swan in.
You just
switch my hair.
ready to go. We have a special guest. The TARDIS itself is here. Wants to ask a question.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry. What are your thoughts on season 8 of Doctor Who?
I think it's really, really good. I've really enjoyed what I've seen so far. I'm really liking Capaldi and Jenna together. I really like it. I like all the accent jokes. He's like, you've all developed faults because they sound English. That made me laugh. I really like the new dynamic. I think it's really cool and interesting, and Stephen Moffat is continuing to do amazing work. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, TARDIS.
Weird sentence.
Hi. Can you share a fun story about working with Matt Smith?
Oh, where do I start? Where do I start? I mean, there's just so many. Funny things would happen on a daily basis. My favorite moment ever is when Lily Cole, the supermodel, came to work on the pirate episode, and Matt was trying to look cool and chat to her, and he was like, he went over there and he was giving it all of this, and I was like, oh my god. And then he put his arm up all casually on this light stand to like sort of lean, and then the light stand broke. And he basically fell over in front of a supermodel. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
How was his recovery on that? What's he like though?
Like my favorite thing was he didn't like really reference it, so it was just like, and then like back to the thing, and nobody really talked about it. I'm like tearing up at the thought of it now.
Hi there, I think. Or are we over here? Hi there. Sorry, the scarf.
So many scarves.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Hello. I don't really have a question. I just want to wish you a happy birthday next week. I know it's a little early, but happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. A big 2-7.
Does that make you a Scorpio, or are you a...
Sagittarius.
Oh, I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, you're a Scorpio? Oh. I am blindly optimistic and really flighty.
I think I'm just evil. Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
So there's this rumor that I've seen around that
what is it?
when you and Matt Smith were filming the first episode, Matt Smith kept kissing you back, and they had to keep refilming it. Is that true or not?
A kissing question?
You're talking about the kissing scene?
Yeah, between you and Matt Smith.
No, he did not. We did not have to go back and film it because he kept kissing me back. We were both like, oh, this is like incest. That's how it went down.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
I hope you're enjoying Reno.
Oh, I am. It's great.
I wondered what the best, worst, and most difficult things were while you were on Doctor Who that you had to do.
The best things? Oh, so many cool things. I feel like I got to do loads of cool stunts, actually. Like be sucked under the ground, which was really weird. I had to go through this like rubber donut thing into this underground sort of little cave. Anyway, so that was weird. The worst things, I mean, I'm like clutching at straws to find bad things about it, but it was freezing a lot because we would shoot in castles in Wales, and castles are essentially like big refrigerators. So we would just be like, oh my god, and I'd be really regretting my wardrobe choices.
Thank you. Hi.
Thanks.
You're up. It's all right. Take your time.
In the time of you acting in Doctor Who, what was hardest emotionally for you to handle in Doctor Who?
Emotionally, the hardest moment I dealt with in terms of acting in a scene was probably my last scene where we were in the graveyard and then the angel came and took Rory. And that I was like, where do I pitch this? Like, this is it. This is like the climax of the whole character. Like, how do I play this? And I was like really racking my brains and running up to the director like, is this rubbish? Tell me if this is rubbish. And he was like, it's okay. And then I was just like, you know what? I feel really sad genuinely about leaving the show. So maybe I don't even need to act this. Maybe I just do how I actually feel. And then it sort of came a little bit easier. But it was a challenge and scary.
Good question. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, Doctor.
11.
Hi. In Guardians of the Galaxy, how surprised were you when they told you you had to shave your head to be Nebula?
Well, the very first phone call I ever got from one of my agents about Guardians of the Galaxy was, the first question was, are you willing to shave your head? And I was like, what for? And they were like, this new film, Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was like, yes. So I knew really early on that it might happen, but I hadn't auditioned yet, and I had to go through so many rounds of auditions and screen tests and makeup tests before I even got the role. So when I finally got the phone call to tell me I got the role, my first reaction was, oh, I'm actually going to be bald. And then my whole family had a field day. They just thought I looked like a weird thug.
Thank you. Somewhat bizarre, but thank you. I will say that at the San Diego Comic-Con when you had the wig on, I saw you there. You were doing the NTSD press thing, and then you were on stage. It was a shock. It really was. When you pulled the wig off, I think everybody, thousands of people were blown away. So that was the best reveal ever.
Yeah, that was cool actually. Not my idea, but I had to wear a wig because Guardians wanted to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't let me go bald. And
Yeah.
then I was like, let's just take it off mid-panel. And Chris Hardwick was like, okay.
I like that that's a spoiler. It was like, and she's bald. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
So Selfie is one of my favorite new shows, but I'm really sad
Oh,
it got canceled.
Oh, thank you so much for watching.
Anyway, you had an American accent in that.
Yeah.
I was just wondering about what the kind of process is for like.
For developing an American accent.
Yeah, you were really good, by the way. I like.
Oh, thank you. The rest of the episodes will be on Hulu, which is quite exciting. Yeah, and so you can watch me pretending to be American more, or trying. But yeah, in terms of developing that, I just watched a lot of American TV, and I also would go to like these exercise classes where a lot of girls have that Valley Girl accent going on, and I would just listen to them and be like, oh my god, I'm sweating. What are you doing? And it was kind of amazing, and then it just kind of went from there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask you, have you ever tried fish fingers and custard?
No. I feel like I felt guilty saying that. I was like, oh god, I'm so sorry. I feel like I should have eaten that. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
And I was going to ask you if you had, if it tasted good.
I'm gonna guess
Probably not.
probably not, but here, I think everyone should go home and try it tonight. Kids, ask your parents to do it with you. They'll really want to.
And tweet photos of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi there.
Oh, Jonathan.
Oh wait, what?
Someone says it tastes good.
Oh.
Oh, it does.
Wow. But people are shouting their love of fish fingers and custard. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. What was it like working with the cast on Doctor Who?
It was so much fun. It was like working with two of my best friends every day. And that's just the best. It's amazing. And we got to run away from monsters for a living, which is the best also. So I had a really good time.
Cool, thank you. Well, okay, but you came up with those guys. You were all fresh to it. You were friends very
We
closely.
were all at this sort of same point in our lives as well. It wasn't like nobody knew who any of us were, so that was like quite a nice thing to go through together, which doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
So it was really special.
Well, likewise, you have a movie coming out next year in a Valley of Violence.
Yeah, a western.
A western.
Everyone likes westerns.
With Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke and
John Travolta.
Uh-huh.
So is that intimidating, going and acting in the presence of like these guys that are not someone that you came up with, but icons, legends of cinema?
That's the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking into John Travolta's eyes at one point, watching him act, and I was like, what? This is a real person. It was really trippy.
Did you do the Pulp Fiction dance with him, or try to dance at all?
I was trying to play it cool. I was just like, hey, John. I was secretly so excited.
Just like, yo.
Hey, John, what's up?
Hi there.
Hi, I just want to say that fish fingers and custard is really good.
Okay.
My
Now you
mom
all
still
know.
isn't over your being gone in Doctor Who.
Aw.
But anyway, do you have any advice for aspiring actors and actresses such as myself?
Yes, I would say watch as much as you can. Watch amazing actors work. That's all I do. And also, I feel like in this day and age with YouTube and everything, you can be quite self-generating and put stuff up online to get seen by people. But I would say watching things really helps in terms of learning.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And go to exercise classes to learn accents. Okay?
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hi.
One, you are my favorite companion.
Oh, thank
Two, will you ever go back to Doctor Who?
Ooh, spoilers. I said no before because I always wanted my character's ending to have the same impact, but then I went back, so I can't be trusted, so maybe.
She could be lying to you, yeah, no matter what
I'm
answer
always
she-
lying,
yeah.
who knows?
Who knows? So maybe. Thank you, good question.
Thanks.
Hi there.
Hi,
Hi.
why did you start acting?
Oh, good question. I decided really young that I wanted to be an actress. Actually, no, I wanted to be a singer initially. What am I saying? And then, and then I was like, I was doing that, you know, in school, and then that kind of introduced me to acting on stage in theatre, through school plays and things. And I was like, oh, this is what I really want to be doing. I'm better at this than I am at singing. So I was like, I'm going to focus on this. And then I did lots of theatre in my hometown. And I think probably one of my first stage experiences made me want to do that for the rest of my life.
Cool, thank you.
Thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I really like your show, Selfie, and everything.
Thanks.
But I was really wondering, what made you really want to choose that role as a like socially hooked into like the internet and video?
Oh, yeah, the role in Selfie.
Yeah.
Well, when I first read the script, one weird thing happened where I started reading it out loud, which I've never done before. So I was like, oh, this is weird. And I've always wanted to be a character actress. And for me, that is a huge departure from, I mean, I hope my own personality. And you know, it's a different voice, it's different mannerisms, it's different from a different country, it's just different everything. So I was like, this is going to be a challenge for me. And also I grew up in American sitcoms, so I was like, if I get to shoot in the same place that they shot Friends, that's going to be the coolest thing ever.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask, and I guess this is because Amy and Rory are my favorite companions.
Oh, thanks.
I was wondering if it was difficult for you at all to act like you were madly in love with him, or like how long did it take for you guys to be able to...
It was so difficult. My biggest acting challenge yet. I don't know, you know, funnily enough, it became second nature for us to act like a married couple. And then I worked out we probably spend more time pretending to be married than not, which is quite strange. But yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, we sort of became really comfortable with each other really quickly, and then it makes everything easier.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be our final question, but it's
going to be a pressure.
Question with a fez, so.
Hi.
It is a lot of pressure. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Like, no pressure. It's like, you're gonna nail this, man. I have faith in you.
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say I love your character in Doctor Who.
Thank you.
Amy Pond all the way.
Yay!
But what was like the most like shockingest like episode besides Angels in Manhattan for you?
The most shocking?
Yeah.
I feel like the episode The Girl Who Waited for Me was really great character-wise, and what happened to her was pretty shocking. And that was just really cool for me. In terms of, you know what, no, what am I saying? It's when River Song revealed her identity. That's when it was most shocking.
It's a good one. All right, guys, well, we are running out of time. However, the fun will continue because Karen's going to head back to her table, so go get some autographs over there. And also check out Selfie on Hulu. Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out on DVD and Blu-ray. And look out for this lady in the Valley of Violence next year. And Reno, you're awesome. Please show your love for Miss Karen.